The American Civil War was fought from 1861 to 1865 between the United States, the Union, or the North, and several Southern slave states that had left and formed the Confederate States of America, the Confederacy, or the South. This is my timeline, and it has all the major events of the Civil War, and a thank you at the end. Our first event in 1861 is the attack at Fort Sumter. Named after General Thomas Sumter, Fort Sumter was built following the War of 1812 as one of a series of fortifications on the southern U.S. coast. Construction began in 1829, and the structure was still unfinished in 1861 when the Civil War began. We are now working on 1862, where Harper's Ferry was burned down. When Virginia seceded in April 1861, the U.S. garrison attempted to burn the arsenal and destroy the machinery, to prevent the Confederates from using it. Locals saved the equipment, which the Confederate Army transferred to a more secure location in its capital, Richmond. The U.S. Army never renewed arms production in Harper's Ferry because Harper's Ferry was located at a strategic location of which U.S. and Confederates passed through frequently. In 1863, the Battle of Gettysburg occurred in July. The Battle of Gettysburg was fought July 1 through 3, 1863, in and around the town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It was the battle with the largest number of casualties in the American Civil War, and is often described as the war's turning point. Union Major General George Gordon Meade's Army of the Potomac defeated attacks by Confederate General Robert E. Lee's Army of Northern Virginia, ending Lee's invasion of the North. We are now on 1864, where we go to the Battle of the Cold Harbor. The Battle of Cold Harbor was fought from May 31st to June 12, 1864, and is remembered as one of American history's bloodiest and most lopsided battles. This area besides the building seems to sum up the photograph I just showed you. Here we are at 1865, and here is what is the last of the Civil War, surrender at Appomattox. General Lee's final stand was at Appomattox Courthouse, where he launched an attack to break through the Union force to his front, assuming the Union force consisted entirely of cavalry. Then he realized that the cavalry was backed up by 2 corps of Union infantry. He had no choice but to surrender. The signing of the surrender documents occurred in the parlor of the house owned by Wilmer McLean. Now one more of 1865. And 1865 is the assassination of President Lincoln. The assassination of the United States President Abraham Lincoln took place on Friday, April 14, 1865, as the American Civil War was drawing to a close. The assassination occurred 5 days after the commander of the Confederate Army, General Robert E. Lee, surrendered. Lincoln was the first American president to be assassinated. First question. What did Lincoln consider his greatest contributions to history? Second question. What other battle in Pennsylvania was occurring while the Battle of Gettysburg was going on? Third question. In what year was the Battle of Antietam fought? Thank you for watching my presentation. The 3 paragraphs are in the description, where the download is, and have a nice day.